How you doing? This is Chris with Chris's Comments, show about common sense on common ground, no matter what the subject. Now, this subject, we're jumping back to the infrastructure. Biden's budget plan, it's out now. It's gone up to $6 trillion. There's opposition from the right that claims that it's a failure. I gotta be honest, it's not a failure. And the reason why I could say this is coming from the little guy from Nowheresville, San Antonio, Texas. I'm out here because a lot of people are coming from the West Coast, East Coast on your YouTube pages, on YouTube, and are saying their opinions, which is, a very one-sided deal. This site is take a step back and look at the overall picture site. This particular show. And what this little guy from Nowheresville, Texas, San Antonio, Texas, who does rideshare for a living and has all these people throwing all these opinions and stuff, mostly, again, one-sided, I can honestly tell you that we're good for it. We workers are good for it. We've been paying taxes up the wazoo for the past 3 decades, and the rich and the wealthy have not been paid. They've not been regulated sometimes, and they're just banking. And Biden's plan to tax the wealthy is a very good plan. They say work is going to die if they get taxed. Well, that's not necessarily true. Somebody like me knows better. And a lot of people like me know better too. The budget shows the actual value of the country's workers with this $6 trillion plan. It's a plan to restabilize the country so we can move on to progression. We're already in the tank. We're already in the hole. We need to get out of that hole. Now here's something. Now I've said that through countless videos that I made so far. But here's something that I've noticed that really actually was another plus that I didn't even think of. Hence the reason why I'm doing this, jumping onto it again. $715 billion was going to a defense budget. 2.7% raise for the troops, which is obviously helpful. And something that caught my attention, shifts billions in spending from old systems to help pay for modernized nuclear weapons, just in case we got to go to war to China or Russia or whoever. That caught my attention really quick. I think this is awesome, because even though I haven't seen where the what exactly is the that he's talking about with the shifting of the budgeting, I could speculate that it's safe to say that the spendings of the money, the majority of the money that usually was spent on the war in the Middle East all this time, is now actually going to be put to use through the military system. Again, it's going to be shifting spending from old systems, and I'm thinking this is one of them, in order to give that 2.7% raise for the troops, which is a huge part of the $715 billion defense budget. Again, it's to modernize nuclear weapons, which is an awesome thing, because of the simple fact of how close our enemies or any country that's a potential enemy has gotten. China themselves, if you look at where they station their trading posts, they've also placed military bases near them in the name of defense, in case of attack. But as we're finding out, after an invasion of Hong Kong, and wanting to take Taiwan, and wanting to move the conflicts that they're doing in India, along India's borders, well, it's pretty safe to assume that these guys are ready to set up for war. And a shifting of the billions in the budget of the defense budget is pretty necessary. It's time. It's time to start rearranging everything and making sure that we're a whole lot more safer. This might include such stuff as no longer needing things like Guantanamo, and again, that's just speculation. You can't really quote me on that. We might actually have to take political prisoners of some sort, geopolitical prisoners. Who knows? Who knows? We really don't know, because technically we're not at actual war with China. We're not in actual war with Russia. We're not really there yet. We're not at that doomsday prophecy yet. It's all still just predictions. However, that being said, I'd rather our presidents, whether it be the current one, I would have even been satisfied with our previous one, Trump, if he had done this, but he didn't. I would have, this one, Biden, and whoever it is that takes Biden, should he actually lose 2024, I would have felt a lot more secure knowing that this kind of stuff was going on, and that it's actually carried out. $715 billion budget, along with the trillions, whatever, billions and billions and hundreds of billions that we taxpayers are doing. All in all, it's good to tax the wealth alongside the working class, because it's finally easing the taxes way of living, that we're doing. Now, we're still paying a lot. That's true. But here's the thing. With this budget, with the tax on the wealthy, we're not paying more than what we're already paying. We're still paying a lot. True. But there's a huge ease of a burden on us when taxing the wealthy goes into play. When shifting billions of spending on old systems to help modernize our military and security comes into play. I think it's awesome. I think it's great. I think it's a fantastic start. It's the first year of this president's administration, and it's, we're coming up to half a year, and he's doing good. That's what this little guy is seeing. Okay, this little guy, other guys that in my ride share, we who have actually no power, just the power of voice, are seeing this, and here it is coming out on this particular channel. This particular channel, again, taking a step back away from the two whacked out sides of accusations that are going on. Whether you're conservative or liberal, you are, there's a huge one side, and sympathy for the devil, as well as defending the guilt, going on both sides of these aisles, political aisles. And then there's just people like you and me who are taking a step back and looking at all this crap, and using our better judgment. There's a reason why we voted for Biden. There's a reason why we're voting for the Democrats, or the people on the political parties that are not talking a bunch of crap about change, and it's time for a change, and we're fed up and all this stuff. That's a bunch of yappity yap. We're actually like here in my own district, we voted for the one that's not talking all that crap, because she's the one that's actually doing her damn job. You see what I'm saying? She's doing her work. She's doing what we voted her to do. It's everybody else that comes down every election with this whole propaganda of making America great again, to no defunding the police, to Pizzagate, don't vote for Pizzagate, vote for me, that kind of crap. Those, thankfully, here in San Antonio, those are just getting the big middle finger, and we're showing it by way of not voting for them, because this is all that we're looking at. This is all that we're looking at. Blah, blah, blah. I understand that it's a political entertainment. It's entertainment on a political level. Way more exciting than anything Walter Cronkite, the Phil Donahue days. you know. But keep in mind, it's still just entertainment. We see that as that. We still want our governors to work. We want our council people to work for a living, you know, especially off of our tax-paying dollars, which we're paying an entirely too much for. We still need our council people. We still need our senators. We still need our representatives. We still need our congressmen and congresswomen. We need all of them to do their damn jobs. And we're starting to, like, especially here in San Antonio, we're voting for less and less people that are doing all this garbage. You know, get out of here, dude. Down here, we're voting for people that are actually rolling up their sleeves. You know, and that are actually not posing, to not doing it in front of a camera and then going back to taxing us and neglecting their civic duties while leaving it up to us. So to heck with them. And we're doing that at a local level. We're doing that at a state level. Hopefully we can get rid of this Governor Abbott, who's just not doing anything, but making wild accusations to volunteer groups like those that are helping out the immigrants. Go see it. You can look that up yourself. He's over here claiming rapists and all that crap just to hate Biden. And enough is enough with that crap. We need somebody that's not going to be posing as a guy that can fit the title of a state governor. We need somebody that's actually going to fill the responsibilities of state governor. And hopefully, knock on wood, we get rid of him and any of his predecessors or possible predecessors, because he's got a lot of fools. He's got a lot of puppets that are following him right now. He's got a lot of people that are following him right now. And hopefully they don't get to make it to the seat once he's done. Hopefully we can vote him out, you know. But that's stuff that's just coming down here at this level, at the little guy's level. And that's it. The Biden budget plan, again, it's going to work. We know we're good for it. Taxing the wealthy class is going to be a big help. Shifting billions of spending in the military by removing old systems that aren't even used, is going to help. It's just another couple of steps to being a better country. Build back better, I think that's the proper saying. And there it is. We're looking at some first steps towards restabilizing our country. And it's a good thing. So that's the subject right now, with a little bit of history, with a little bit of personal insight, with a little bit of what happened and what's happening now. Hope you absorbed all of what I just said like a sponge and put it to good use in your life. In your podcast, which I now have podcast through Anchor, Chris's Comments on Anchor podcast. I'm going to be posting stuff. I think I just did one little intro saying hello, and that's it. But I'm going to try to do it once a week thing, and give an actual researched podcast, as opposed to just coming out and venting and just, joining in whatever propaganda or whatever not. So, yeah, that's pretty much it right there. I hope this helps all of you and wherever you're going with this. And you take care. Y'all play it safe and take it easy. The mask mandate has been lifted, but I'm still wearing it because the rideshare companies are still asking us to wear it. So go easy on us, okay? We're not accusing you of anything. We're not chicken or whatever. Our company is asking us to still wear this, okay? Just be cool, okay? Just don't dump on us, all right? Y'all take care. This is Chris with Chris's Comments signing out. Peace. Y'all take care.